What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to try mining this week, and so what that means is that the first step we got to take is figuring out what ship we're going to use and how to outfit that ship. So we'll look at what we've got right now, and pretty sure it's the Venture. How you can tell if you don't have any idea which of these ships is more geared towards mining is you look at their properties or their information, their info, and then you look at what under traits you look at what bonuses they get. So this is actually a mining frigate, Larry, and Larry's a Venture, and they get bonuses for mining frigate skill level. So bonus to mining yield, bonus to reduction in gas cloud harvesting, and overall 100% bonus to mining yield and warp core strength and all kinds of good things. So this is very much a mining ship. So all right, so let's get into it. It's going to be a really quick video because there isn't a whole lot that you need when outfitting a ship for mining. So we're in Larry, or my mining ship, and just to make sure that that's repair. Let's see. No, I repaired Anthony. I'm looking for insurance. Right. So Larry is not insured, so this is something that you want to make sure you do. Even though I've got two others sitting here, it's always good to be in an insured ship because you never know what's going to happen. So if we look at what we've got here, we've got 3 high slots, 3 mid slots, and 1 low. If you have the skills for it, and you should equip a mining laser upgrade unit 1 in your low slot. What that does is, I put it offline. Let's put that back online. There we go. It takes a little bit more CPU, but it adds 5% to the amount that you mine, which is, well, it's good. Because the more you get per round, or per cycle of the mining laser, the better. Let's see, let's go to components. There we go. And up here I've got miner 1 components, and you can see that when you hover over it, it tells you that you get 101 cubic meters per 60 seconds. Right? So now if I put this offline, I only get 97 meters cubed per, or cubic meters per 60 seconds. So it may not seem like a lot, but it adds up over time. So you want 2 of the highest level mining units that you can afford and fit. You can't fit more because the Venture only has 2 turret hardpoints. So let's see. Let's look for mining laser. Let's look for mining. Mining laser upgrades. Got those. That's ship equipment. Miner. My bad. There we go. All right. So there are civilian miners, miner 1s, miner 2s, modulated deep core miners, modulated strip miners, and yeah, there's all kinds of different options here. So if we let's see. Let's look up harvest equipment. All right, so here's the list of mining units that you can get and use. Now, let's see. That shows the power grid. There should be, what is it? So everything that's blue here shows that I have the skills to use the item, but if let's look at the ice harvester just as an example. Oh, good. Looks like I can harvest ice in this, and that's worth considering as well. So anyway, so that's an upgrade unit. So that's harvesting equipment. Let's go back if we can. Mining lasers. All right, here's where we are. Sorry, got sidetracked. All right, so as you can see here, we got miner 1, deep core miner, and this thing's grayed out. I don't possess all the required skills to use this item. So just to click on it to show, this little icon means that we need to be Omega. So as an alpha character, we can't use it. And under the requirements tab, it lays out all the various skills that you might need to have skilled up in order to actually use this item if you were Omega. Now, we're not, so we can use miner 1s, civilian miner 1s. We can use sort of juiced up versions of the miner 1 laser, which is either the EPS Gaussian scoped mining laser or the particle bore compact scouting laser. I would guess, looking at the price, that this one is better. And let's just see why. So this gives us 50 cubic meters per round compared to this, which gives us 40. The civilian gives us 6. Well, that's abysmal. And this gives us 50. All right, so we want, that's interesting, particle bore compact mining laser. Optimal range 11 kilometers, 16 kilometers on this one. And they both give you 50. Okay, compared to a miner 2, which gives you 60. But we lack the skills for that. And that's just a level of skilling up our mining skill to level 4. We don't need to be an Omega character for miner 2s. So if you want to skill up for that, it's worth doing probably. You can pick up an additional 20% of ore on each cycle. And this is a 60-second cycle. The smaller ones, let's see, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 10 seconds. So you know what's interesting here? That means that you get 60 cubic meters per second, or per minute. That can't be right. 60, so 10, all right, so if this is every 10 seconds, you get ore. The civilian miner 1, low technology adopted for use with capsuleer technology, works well for extracting common ore, but has greater difficulty with higher end ores. Okay, mining laser will not be able to extract ore for these things. Man, my allergies. Whew. All right, so I would guess that this has other restrictions that we're unaware of and that they're not laying out here. Otherwise, this would be just as effective as a miner 2 because it's getting 60 cubic meters per minute. So, and then there's also the Galente, which gives you 45 at 10 meters or 10 kilometers. It probably uses less power and such. So, if we were really interested in this, I just have miner 1s that I've found throughout the course of my journeys. So I'm going to stay with that because I'm on a budget and I don't really feel like spending a whole lot more money on this than I already have. Just because I don't have anything better, I'm going to put my civilian afterburner on here just so that I can get around a little bit quicker. Looks like I've got a number of civilian miner items though, but all right. I may also, I'm not going to like take off the fitting from my exploration ship just because I'm lazy, but we could also pull the salvager off of there and put it on here in case we come across a ship that needs salvaging. But in general, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Ship scanner, we could get an ore scanner, but I just don't think it's, this may be one. Let's see. Scoped survey scanner. Yep, composition of, all right, what the hell. I've never really played with these, and it's a mid-slot, so might as well. All right, so the biggest thing that you need to look out for is you need to make sure you've got both of your miner 1 or your mining lasers. You want to have a mining laser upgrade if you can. And if you can't, you should probably skill towards it pretty quickly. And then otherwise, maybe something to help you move around a little bit faster, but other than that, it doesn't really matter. So there are, you know, cargo hold expanders that you can use, but with any mining ship, you can expand your cargo hold all you want, and it won't impact your ore hold, which is really what matters. So this can hold 5,000 units of ore, 5,000 cubic meters of ore, but only 50 units of actual loot. So yeah, so that's worth taking note of. Now, you notice that this also has a drone bay and room for 2 light drones. And because, you know, oh, that's Jackson. I was in Anthony. That's right. Because sometimes when you're mining, you get attacked, you might want to bring a couple drones along. So I'm just going to throw my civilian hobgoblins in there because I know you have them, and I don't feel like pulling out the other drones there. But that's it. So I've got a couple drones to defend myself with. I've got my lasers. I've got something frivolous to put on there. If you really wanted, you could use a like a core probe launcher here if you wanted to go into find wormholes and track them down and use this ship as your sort of one ship fits all solution. And yeah, and then your mining laser upgrade. And so that's it for outfitting your first mining ship. You want to do something like this. It's not, there are no like, that's the basic foundation. You can put anything else that you want on there that you think is useful, but in general, like, you know, buff, if you have the units for it, or if you have the components for it, buffing out your shields a little bit for defensive capabilities probably wouldn't hurt, but it's not worth spending money on because this is a very cheap ship. So we're going to go over here. We're going to insure it. Yep. I will pay the platinum amount. Yes. All right. We're good to go. All right. So that's it for ship fitting. Thanks for watching, and check out the next video when we go in search of ore and try to figure out what ore to look for.